Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. Of course, my last guest was amazing. He has such a lot to say and such a lot of energy. You know, I love in the music industry when you have that energy, but I think most people in the music industry have that incredible energy. I have Lee with me, Lee Armour, and you just moved to Vegas. He was in San Diego. What was it like in San Diego with the music industry?
It was pretty beautiful, but down there it's kind of hard to get things going because there's so much going on down there between jobs, like people's like life daily, and so I was distracted between like school and like working. I didn't really
You
get
still
a
go to
chance.
school?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Just working, yeah.
You're just working. So, were you going to university or were you just going to school?
Just school.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Well, you're 26.
Indeed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And still going to school. That's pretty cool because that means you want a good education.
No, that's true.
Nothing
indeed.
wrong with that.
But mainly growing up, I just been working because I didn't really grow up with parents like that. I've been on my own since 14, so I had to really get out there.
Oh, we got a little bit of life here. So what happened with you just left home?
More like I moved to Texas for a year. Didn't really like it down there, so I found a way to come back by myself. And then when I got down there, I enrolled myself in school again and just started from there.
I mean, you were 14, 15 years old?
Yes.
And you did this all on your own?
I did indeed.
Well, hang on
16.
a second. Did they agree with you?
Mm,
Not really.
not really, but my mom knew. She knew like I didn't really like it down there. She helped out a lot as well, but
So you weren't really brought up homeless. You just decided to move from one place to another because you didn't like Texas.
that as well. But like
Okay.
when me and my mom were in San Diego, we were like homeless, so like in and out of homeless shelters. But we had
Really?
houses too. But it was kind of that struggle back then.
So you've been through the hard times.
Yes.
Well, you've been through the hard times. Now you're in the music business. And in the music business, we all know there's a lot of competition out there.
There is a lot of competition, and
But you are the competition.
that's true too.
Make
Yeah.
yourself the competition.
That's true. Me and my partner Scott Vision, like he also comes from the
Now,
same
who's your
background.
partner's name? Because he was supposed to be on the show, but he's working.
Oh yeah, shout out Sky the Vision. He's my partner as well. You can find him on Instagram as well.
Yeah, well, we put the post up because I thought your story was rather fascinating between the two of you of getting together. What is the story and how did you two get together?
Okay, so I met him in middle school. I was actually going to Tucson Academy of Arts and Science.
Wow, so he was homeless as well.
Yes, he comes from the same background too.
The same background as you come from. So you had an awful lot in common.
We did, and we skated. We still skate
And you still
till this day.
So this is like a brother thing. This is like a new brother to you. Well, not new, but how long have you known him? Well,
Yeah, since like middle school.
I was going to say
yeah,
since you've probably known each other about 15
like
years.
15 years.
15 years you've known each other. So you kind of molded this thing together. How did you both get into the music thing together?
Well, his background, like his mom, his parents, they always played the old school music, like Led Zeppelin and all that.
Yeah.
And I come from that same background, like Jimi Hendrix, like I love Nirvana, like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
But back then, we started a hardcore band, and I was the drummer, and he was my vocalist. And so before rapping, like we were already in the music like that. And
You were always into the rapping. So he's the rapper?
no,
you're the rapper.
We're both the rapper now, but
Yes.
back then he was a vocalist, like screaming, like rock and roll.
Like rock and roll, yeah.
Yeah.
But now you do, so now you both rap. Do you rap together?
We
he
do.
raps, you rap,
Mhm.
and then
and
you
we
rap.
structure it. We
and then you
structure it like
structure
that.
it. How's that working?
Pretty well right now. We've been doing the rap stuff since let's see, a little less than a year we've been here. I would say 2 months within living here,
Yes.
we started the rap stuff.
Okay.
And now we had a show, our very first show in San Diego. So we actually got a rental car down here and drove down there for a show.
to go back to San Diego. That's funny. That's funny. Because they couldn't get any work in San Diego, so they come to Vegas. The first booking is in San Diego.
Exactly. It's kind of crazy how it worked out.
Yeah.
But now ever since like living down here, everything's been great. We've been getting shows. We've been putting more tracks out and everything.
Really?
Yeah. We're
So
starting a clothing company.
Isn't that amazing? So you've got the energy to do. Are you doing this full time, or do you have another job?
Jobs. Oh yeah, I've been through a lot of jobs down here as well.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to have those other jobs to keep everything else going.
Indeed.
Absolutely. How hard is that?
It's stressful.
Yeah.
But since we come from that background already, we're always out there skating. Like when I was with my friends growing up, we'll party a lot, but then I'll always make sure we went to school like the next day. Me and my friend Chewy, he's still in San Diego. We had to stay on the streets one time, so we slept at a park. And then like the next morning though, I was like, dude, we can't go to school like this. And so we went to the store and I bought us like fresh Pro Clubs. They're like these white t-shirts.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, let's go to school like fresh. Like we just slept on the streets.
So you are, you know, it's funny because through your life you've had a bit of a hard life and the hard times, but at the same time you're very connected to education.
Indeed.
You're very connected to get the education.
And the work ethic as well.
And working out as well. So what made you, why?
Just
What were
because
your thoughts of education?
if no one else is going to do it for me, I have to be the one to do it, basically.
Well, you're
like,
absolutely right. No one's going to do anything for anybody at all. So
and it's the dream of music. Like we know what we want, and we're just still trying to thrive through that, no matter what happens. Like we were just recently homeless, but we got into a new apartment, and so like everything is going great now.
So recently they were homeless in Vegas. Now you've got your own place. You've got your own place because you're working, right?
Indeed.
Indeed, you're working. And because of your work, you've got money coming in. Now you can actually push your career of singing, rapping, actually, forward.
That's true.
So what have you got coming up?
Well, we just played a show about, I would say, 2 days ago at Chiba Hut. Shout out Chiba Hut on Sahara. You guys should check that place out. The food is amazing. Really? Indeed. Yeah, we had a show there, and about a month ago, me and Sky the Vision, we set up our first show there. And so we had to do the organization and planning. We talked to the owner there, we talked to the DJ, and we set that up. And then we got other performers to like come as well and perform there.
So you made a whole, like a concert, a whole thing, a whole evening of music.
But like that was the first time I ever booking a show for us and like actually coordinating it.
You have a tremendous tenacity, don't you?
Yeah.
He has the tenacity, believe me, to succeed, and you will succeed. And if the harder you work, we all know this old saying, the harder you work, the luckier you become. Well, it's actually true, but most people say that you're so lucky, you get gigs and you get that, but you work for it.
But yeah, and like from learning the struggle and like having that work ethic, we like try to push.
So you know the struggle, you know what you have to do. So
that's true.
How do you get your bookings?
Just networking, pretty much networking, Instagram, Facebook.
So is that the most popular thing now? Instagram, Facebook, what else?
Let's see.
Those are the two main
Twitter.
ones. And Twitter.
Twitter and Snapchat, but I just got a Snapchat, so...
You just got a Snapchat. Well, I want everybody to buy Snapchat because I have stock in Snapchat. And actually, it's been going up. So Snapchat actually now have 4 products, and they're not Snapchat anymore. It's Snap Inc.
Snap Inc?
That's their new logo. Their new thing is Snap Inc. So
Snap
it's not...
Inc.
They dropped the chat. They've now got Snap Inc. So I'm promoting it out there.
Snap Inc.
Start buying stock because it's going to go up. Because I bought it and it's gone up. I've made money on it. So from your lips to everybody else out there.
Snap Inc.
There you go.
Snap Inc.
Snap Inc. Snap Inc.
You gotta
Snap
get that.
Inc. There you go. But they've changed a lot of the ways they're doing things, and when they changed the way they're doing things, they dropped a little bit, but now they're coming way back up again because they've got 4 different products. They're doing very, very well. They're out of San Vicente, I think it is. Anyway, they're out of Los Angeles.
Okay.
And they're doing good. So that's a great thing to do.
We spend a lot of time down there too in LA.
Have you ever had any gigs down there?
Not yet, but we have one coming up in a month.
Oh, where?
It's in South Central LA, so I'm kind of like sketchy, but like nervous about it. But
listen, I was in South Central LA, so if I can go, you can go. Believe me, it's fabulous there. South Central, these are real people. I mean, it is really cool. And I remember when I went to Compton High School, I was doing another show, and everybody said, "Oh, Ninon, you can't go to Compton." And I said, "Why not? Why can't I go to Compton?" They said, "Well, your car and everything." I said, "So what? No one's going to touch me. No one's going to hurt me." And I think if you go in with that attitude, nobody will. But it's not
the
that
positive
anyway.
Energy.
It's the positive energy.
Vibes and everything.
And I think you have that energy. So what gives you the energy of what you've been... Well, I would imagine part of it is you don't want to be back there again. You don't want to be homeless.
That's true.
So you want to get away from that.
That's true. But also, like, growing up, I was in a good situation, too. Like, I lived with my brother. He used to play basketball for the Washington Wizards. So I was in La Sierra and, like, Riverside. And so I know where it comes. I know what it's like to be from the bottom and to have it. And so, like, I kind of use that to humble myself. And just,
stay humble. Because always stay humble. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you do. Stay humble. It's the greatest thing you could ever do. What advice would you like to give? I don't want to say to the homeless out there, but to the young kids that have been the struggle.
you can be whatever you want to be. Just keep like pushing, keep like striving, keep that drive, and you'll get there eventually. And networking is very important. Like having the vision and going after that and finding people that help you out, that matters a lot.
And networking is obviously, you know, you have to do that on your computer at home, but you have to keep doing it. I do it all the time. I'm networking all the time. He says, why do you do it? You have people to do it for you. I said, no, why would I make people do it? I have to make sure it's done. If it's not done, it's not going to be out there.
Yeah, you can be your own manager.
You could be truly, you could be a one-man everything, or a one-woman everything, should I say. Absolutely. So so you're going to be playing, say where you're playing again?
420, we're going to be playing at Chiba Hut on Sierra again, and then like next month coming up, hopefully we will get that show in LA. They said that we do have it, but we'll see with the whole
But you want
commuting.
to make sure until you've got it in writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's true, though.
And how do you like Vegas?
I love it. Actually, I really love Vegas, and I'm so thankful and grateful to like be a part of everything that's going on and like the jobs that like took me on their crew.
Any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out the Excalibur, shout out Nacho Daddy, shout out Chiba Hut Sahara again, shout out Trinelius, he helped me when I didn't have a place down here, and shout out Phil as well.
Okay, well, he hasn't forgotten you. He's still humble. Isn't that cool? Anyway, this is Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be right back.